It is push and pull Tuesdays. What do you do? All right, super excited about this one. Again, this is a Metcon week, 0 to 40 minutes. Once the clocks start, we don't stop. So make sure you get some quality warm-up reps and make sure you clearly understand everything. But at the beginning of today's workout, you don't need to grab all your things that you want to utilize for every portion of today's workout. There will be 5-minute windows where you'll be able to grab equipment that you need to grab. But let's talk about the first segment, which will be for 10 minutes. We're gonna go into a farmer carry hold. Remember, shoulders are pinched back, using some heavy weight, and then you're gonna go into one bench press. And it's an Amrap within that 10 minutes. Only difference is you're climbing up that ladder every single time that you get to the bench press. So the first round will be 1 rep, time left on the clock, 2 reps, time left on the clock, 3 reps. So let's talk about it with Coach Jay on some form. As you can see, I'm gonna grab my kettlebells. A little corny, but this is how you're gonna farmer carry to your destination, which will be 50 meters. Then you go to the bench press, what Coach Jay is doing. Shoulders pinch back, powering up is 1, going back down, powering up is 2. That's it. Simple as that, all right? So as I farmer carry back, shoulders pinch back, tight stomach, making sure once I get back to my destination, I will always add 1 rep. That's 10 minutes, non-stop. I want you to get as far as you can on that ladder. Many of you may be wondering, can I use dumbbells? Of course you can use dumbbells. Can you use a bench? Of course you can use a bench. Can you use the floor? Of course you can use the floor. Can I use a rack? If you need to use a rack, use a rack. But we want to make sure that we're challenging ourselves, and we'll go from there. You'll get a 5-minute break after, and then you're gonna go into the second segment. But now instead of a standard farmer carry, you're going into a dual rack farmer carry, which is very similar to what we did. The only difference is you're now putting those kettlebells tucked under your chin, letting those kettlebells rest to the side. Preferably, I want you with kettlebells. Now, by any means, if there's no more kettlebells left in the size that you need, don't grab 1 kettlebell here and then go get a dumbbell and try to mismatch it. Don't do it. Like, we got you, all right? So once you get to that front rack position, you're gonna walk that 50 meter, and now you're going to that pull up. All right, Coach Jay's rocking the pull up, and for the last 6 weeks we've been working on it, so we should be a little bit better. Shoulders pinch back, boom, getting his chin over, controlling his body weight with the strict pull up. We don't wanna do any kips or butterfly pull ups. Thank you, Jay. If you need to, you can do an inverted row, bring that barbell out, or also ring rows and doing the same thing. But the same thing you did in the first 10 minutes, every single time you get back to the pull up, you're gonna always add 1 rep, all right? Now for our pack classes, the reason why I was saying don't worry about it, half the class can start on section number 1, which is gonna be all your push, and half the other class can start on the pull. So when it's time to switch into 5-minute break, you have plenty of space and opportunity. So that's why I was saying don't worry about mismatching, because it'll be more than enough to choose from. So after you finish your second segment, which is gonna be all our pulls, you can then go into the third and final second segment after a 5-minute break. And this one is the go get it part. So it's 3 movements. Movement number 1 we're gonna talk about is the burpee. Movement number 2 we're gonna talk about is the Renegade Rows with the push up. And movement number 3 is gonna be the jump rope. So if you check out Coach Jay, we recommend for demonstration, we're gonna use 10s just because we want to grab all the way down. I was being lazy and I didn't set it up for him. But you'll jump onto the bumper plate. Once you jump onto the bumper plate, back down to the ground and going into a burpee will be 1 rep. You will be doing a total of 5. Second move we're gonna go to, whether you have torpedoes or dumbbells, you would go into a hand plank position with your dumbbells. Shoulders pinch back, tight stomach, feet hips apart, controlling his body weight down to the ground with his push up, and then up to a Renegade row, hitting that hip pocket. Oh, get him on both sides, and then go back down, do it again. Boom, get him on both sides. You do this till you get to a total number of 10. That's it, Jay. Obviously, you can do this on a scale division by putting your knees on the ground and doing the same thing. But hand placement is so important, so make sure it's underneath your chest, shoulder area. So you do 10 Renegade rows with the push press, and then the last one will be 25 double unders or single jump ropes. You repeat those 3 movements to those rep counts for 10 minutes. So it's gonna be spicy, but it's not even Wednesday, because Wednesday is tomorrow. But we definitely will get it on and get it popping. So hey, make sure if you haven't already, subscribe right there. And look, if you haven't reserved your class spot for Push and Pull Tuesday, you crazy. Get on it, get to the app, reserve, and last but not least, give us a thumb up on YouTube, comment down below. We really appreciate it. Y'all take care.